When I was a young guy, I ate shit constantly because I was just a fucking idiot. I just didn't have the self-awareness when I was younger to make great decisions. I think all of those poor decisions gave me the confidence to make decisions.
Let's get fucked up, keep your eyes sharp. This is our vibes, let your mind run, let the hit ride, take the high.
I went through a lot of failure. I mean, I was a full-blown drug addict and alcoholic. Yeah, it sucked. But I think that that's probably why I'm comfortable running towards fear, because I know that it hasn't killed me yet. The other side of fear is freedom.
I met Mike when he was 13 years old. He was funny and outgoing and kind. He was always very, very cool. Mike moved out of his house when he was like 14 years old, and he moved in with these two like college girls. He was selling drugs early on.
I was searching for something, you know. Like, I had a really rough home situation. My father was a very aggressive, abusive dude. I was always sleeping out of my parents' houses because my house was not safe. I started working really young. My parents didn't have a lot of money. I correlated money with freedom.
I graduated a year before Mike, and I ended up moving out to California, but we stayed kind of best friends. And he got into the restaurant world. He started working in restaurants. He was working at Frank Restaurant. He was the bartender. He's an amazing bartender. Mike Chernow remembers every single person's name after he meets them one time. When you walked into that bar, you felt like $1 million because he was like, "Hey, Johnny, so great to see you." He moved out to LA a couple of times while I was living out in LA. We were all roommates together. It was a disaster and hysterical because it was pre-Michael Chernow sober days. He's a very fun, funny guy. And if you get him shit-faced, he was extra fun and funny. And at some point, Mike had sobered up, said, "I want to open a restaurant." I had been working in restaurants as a chef, and he was the front of the house guy, and we talked about partnering up.
Daniel Holzman is one of the smartest guys I know. He might be a genius. And that's why I wanted to open up the Meatball Shop with him. You know, I had to beg him to do it with me. I had to drag him back to New York to do it with me because I knew that he was the guy to do it with.
He was really tenacious, you know, calling me saying, "Listen, I'm going to open this restaurant. I really want you to do it with me, but I'm doing it whether or not you come back here."
Within a year, we were cooking meatballs on Jay Leno, the Today Show, like, regularly. They made a TV show about us. And it was a crazy thing, the Meatball Shop.
He won. He's a winner. Michael Chernow is a winner. He is, motherfucker. I think when you stop smoking crack cocaine and you concentrate on, you know, other goals and you put that same energy into it, that's when it starts.
One of the toughest lessons I've ever learned was my breakup with Daniel, partnership, Meatball Shop. Two really good friends that had nothing but the best of intentions to build something special and something great. And we did. Our egos got in the way, destroyed our friendship, destroyed the business. And the lesson I learned there was your ego is not your amigo.
We had a lot of success, and I don't think we were prepared for the success. It's hard for me because in hindsight, Mike and I are great friends, but we spent a couple of years not talking to each other. If you'd asked me 5 years ago, I would have been like, you know, it was all his fault. Now I'm feeling like it's all my fault.
Walking through life reacting to shit is very different than walking through life responding to things. And I learned how to respond on the backside of the Meatball Shop because of how painful it was. Challenge is something that I perpetually like to put in my path. This whole tattoo is about fear for me. Anything I have in my life worth a dime came on the other side of fear. I just came off of accomplishing the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I put myself in an environment with elite Navy SEALs and Marine Special Forces, and the tattoo that I'm getting today says, "Be not afraid," because I know that fear is the ultimate roadblock for 99.999% of the population. For me, I've learned that that's how you fucking flip the switch, when fear becomes an asset. I'm putting this tattoo on my back in a very bold way because I believe fear is my ally. It's gotten me through addiction. It's gotten me the woman of my dreams. I really believe in fear. It can make you or break you.
Yeah, Mike's very self-conscious. I mean, look at the fucking guy. And that drives him to insane success. Number one thing that I learned from Michael Chernow is how to treat people well. If you make people believe in themselves, they will do extraordinary things for you. It's really, really special.
I became deeply passionate about martial arts. Muay Thai was the first thing that I did for the first 10 years of sobriety. I had a lot of anger and I was able to take it out there. I have Thai warrior shorts tattooed on my legs because it saved my life. I wanted to have them with me forever to remember that I don't need to go back to that other shit.